All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today we're going to deconstruct one of the most successful formulas on the entire internet. We are breaking down the essential ingredients that turn a Mr.Beast video into an absolutely epic, can't-miss viral competition.
So it all kicks off with a question. A really simple one, actually. Something a kid might ask, and it just hooks you right away. Who would win in a game of tug-of-war? But yeah, this isn't just any old matchup.
No, it's the strongest man on Earth versus 100 kids. I mean, just that single comparison creates this instant tension and curiosity. It's such a wild, absurd spectacle that you just have to see how it plays out, and it frames this whole analysis perfectly.
And that gets us to the big question here. What exactly is the secret formula at play? We're going to use this video as a kind of case study to really uncover the key ingredients that are so masterfully mixed together to engineer maximum engagement.
Okay, let's get right into it. Our first core ingredient is the raw, almost primal appeal of pitting one single, elite person against just overwhelming numbers. It's a classic setup, right? It taps into our fascination with extreme skill versus just pure brute force. I mean, just take a look at this incredible race. On one side, you've got Melissa, a 3-time gold medalist. On the other side, 100 super confident men all competing for a $100,000 prize. The visual of that starting line alone is just immediately compelling.
And that confidence you see, that's a huge part of the drama. You can hear them yelling, "We're not losing," before the race even gets going. But in the end, the professional's elite skill just triumphs over the crowd. It's a really satisfying and maybe expected outcome that just proves how talented the expert really is.
But the absolute ultimate example of this whole one versus many idea has to be the tug-of-war. The one here is a man so ridiculously strong, he can pull a 50,000-pound airplane all by himself. I mean, that demonstration just sets this impossible standard for the kids. Or so you'd think.
Now here's where it gets really interesting, because the challenge just keeps escalating. You'd expect the strong men to eventually win, right? But they keep adding more of the strongest men on the planet, and the huge group of 100 kids just keeps winning. It completely flips your expectations on their head and shows you the true power of many.
Okay, let's move on to our next ingredient, which builds right on top of this, the classic David versus Goliath story. This is all about tapping into that universal human desire we all have to root for the long shot, the person who has all the odds stacked against them.
And this is a perfect setup. You have an amateur golfer, a guy named Johnny, competing against Bryson DeChambeau, one of the greatest golfers alive. The prize? A Tesla. Now, to give the underdog a fighting chance, Johnny gets 3 shots for every 1 shot the pro gets.
And you can literally feel the pressure right through the screen. Johnny even admits it. "I'm getting real nervous." He's the relatable everyman, feeling the weight of the moment, while the pro just stays cool and confident. That psychological drama is what makes it so gripping.
We see this again in a super high-stakes soccer shootout. The influencer Speed, who's representing his fans, is up against Khaled, the player who famously beat Ronaldo. And boom, right out of the gate, the underdog is down 2-0. The whole situation just looks hopeless.
You know, before the match, Speed is full of trash talk. But once he's losing, his entire vibe changes. All that early confidence just shatters. He goes completely silent and enters this state of intense focus. He's trying to mount an incredible comeback. And this is the power of the underdog story in action. Against all odds, Speed clutches the win on the very last shot. That kind of dramatic, come-from-behind victory creates this unforgettable, emotional moment for everyone watching.
All right, our third ingredient is novelty. This is all about breaking the rules of traditional sports and just dreaming up these bizarre, unpredictable matchups that literally nobody has ever seen before.
I mean, seriously, where else are you going to see the music producer DJ Khaled on a jet ski racing against the world's best jet suit racer? The concept is just absurd. The sheer surprise of seeing a man fly across the water next to a jet ski is just pure entertainment.
And what's hilarious is that DJ Khaled loses badly, but he celebrates as if he won anyway. It just highlights the fact that in these unconventional contests, the outcome is kind of secondary. The spectacle and the absurdity of the matchup is the entertainment.
Or how about this one? Darius, who holds the world record for the vertical leap, is in a dunk contest against the comedian Drewski. But Drewski gets to use a trampoline. It's this bizarre handicap that levels the playing field in the most hilarious way possible. So the hoop gets raised each round. Both of them are able to clear 10 and 11 feet.
But then, in this shocking twist, the professional world record holder fails at 11.5 feet, giving the comedian a chance to win. That unpredictable result is exactly what makes it so much fun to watch.
So when you kind of step back and put all of these individual pieces together, the one versus many, the underdog story, and the unconventional challenges, a very clear and repeatable formula for viral competition starts to emerge.
So here it is, the Mr.Beast formula. By strategically combining these 4 ingredients, you can engineer compelling, high-stakes entertainment that doesn't just get views, it captivates millions. It's about creating impossible mismatches, raising the stakes to incredible heights, finding that relatable hero to root for, and wrapping it all in a package of creative unpredictability. This isn't just luck, it's practically a science.
This framework really reveals the method behind all the viral madness. It's a powerful formula for grabbing and holding our attention. And it leaves us with one final thought to consider. If you had an unlimited budget, what impossible matchup would you create next?